Before I invite Wendell to share some concluding remarks, there's a few things I wanted to take a moment and do. The first is, can we get a big round of applause for all the people who took the time out of their days to come and present to us? I would very much appreciate that. And then I'd like to acknowledge my administrative assistant, Catherine Koester, for running logistics and setting up everything not only for this event, but pretty much flawlessly running blue carpet in the background for all our subcommittees. So please extend her. So I also recognize that this classroom experience for this training felt a lot like a lot of sages on the stage. And I fully understand that is not necessarily where we want to go. And I want you to know that future iterations of this are going to be much more interactive and participatory. But we needed a place to start to get everybody on the same page. And we wanted to make sure that all the new folks had an opportunity to hear from a lot of the areas that they might not have heard from. We're going to be sending out a very brief 5-question survey to get your thoughts on this. Also a few other items like how frequently we should probably be doing these. So take the time and please fill that out. And then I want to offer one final thought before turning it over. So we need to recognize that faculty are the gatekeepers for the learning experience that our students have. That is our job as faculty. At this point in time, we have a great deal of variability around the curriculum and the student's experience. I've seen comments about who determines the content, the schedule, how the content is covered, and the conditions for learning, the purpose and value of meet sessions and other assignments, the interpretation of attendance and other policies, and the evaluation process. Perhaps most importantly, there's variability around the role of the adjunct and the instructor, not only in the classroom, but as the leader of that content, the role of the designer, the role of the content editor, the subject matter expert, and even sometimes the role of the student. So there is an action item, a call, an ask for this at the end of this training, and that is that each faculty member, we want them to go forward between now and the start of classes to have an adjunct retreat and start to address these items with your faculty. And to help you, the Blue Carpet Committee is going to be providing you a PowerPoint of the salient slides, what does adjuncts need to know from their respective areas so that you can start communicating and sharing this information across. We want to increase the consistency of the student experience across the curriculum. That is one of the salient, most important points of the Blue Carpet Initiative. You are more than welcome to reach out to any of us or to any of the speakers today and invite them to your adjunct retreats. They will gladly come and participate. And so with that, I will turn over to Dr. Seaborn for some concluding thoughts.
Thanks, Cody. Well, I've got 33 seconds, and you all know I'm from the South, so I'm going to have to talk just as fast as you've ever heard me talk in my whole life. When Dr. Decker kicked us off this morning, he talked about, I wrote down 3 things he kind of talked about. It said, this is a day for us to focus on our work as educators. He said that he was proud of the fact that faculty was placing emphasis on the student academic experience, and students count on us to deliver outstanding classroom engagement, and that's the center of our focus. He talked about us needing to continually strengthen and improve, and we need to be focused on student success and outcomes. And that's true, we do want everyone to succeed. Every time we meet with students, we tell them we all want you to walk across that stage. We want you to get your degree. But there's a difference between wanting our students to succeed and wanting them to get their degree. To succeed means they've learned the skills they need to use in their life to get where they want to get and not just walk across the stage and get their picture taken with Dr. Decker. That's a great thing for them to do, but that's not really their goal, and we all know that. And so I want us to kind of approach what we do based on how he kicked off the day and some of the things that we've talked about today, and we've talked about a whole host of things today. I want to introduce 2 thoughts. I was recently talking with a faculty member about some student activity, and we were talking about the fact that we don't give away degrees, we make students earn them, and he observed that we need to make them accessible, not easy. I love that. I think I'm going to use that as my slogan now. We want them to be accessible, not easy. We're not giving them away, but we want them to be able to do it. And we're the ones, as Cody was just pointing out, the gatekeepers, We're the ones that help them get there. We're the ones that make learning accessible for them. And that's what we need to do. That needs to be part of our work. And as part of our work, we need to start holding ourselves more accountable. We need to start holding those that are teaching faculty more accountable. I'm going to be talking to the deans about this. I guarantee they'll be talking to department chairs about this. Department chairs will be talking to program chairs and lead faculty about this. But you know what? It works the other way too. When I'm talking to the deans about this, I'm going to talk to them about how I'm going to be holding them accountable, and they're going to discuss how they're going to hold me accountable. Because it's not just all one way. It really does go both ways. So anybody that has a need that needs to be met, we need to hold the person accountable that should be meeting that need or getting us past the barriers to be able to meet that need. And that's what I want you all to do with me. I want to be held accountable for making sure that as many of those barriers as we can possibly get out of the way, get out of the way. That's one of the things that I'll commit to you today. So if we think about holding ourselves accountable, us each personally first, and then those around us, those whom we depend on to support us, and those whom we are supporting, and if we think about making education for all of our students accessible, not easy, I think our students will love what we're doing with them, how we're helping them accomplish their goals in life. I took more than 33 seconds. I'm not going to hold you up any longer. I'll send out an email to expound on this a little bit more, be a little bit more clear on what it is. So I don't want you to feel like you're getting cut short, but I also don't want you to feel like, oh man, it's after hours and he told us we'd be done at 3 o'clock and it's 3:03. So I appreciate everyone being here. I know taking a day out of your schedule anytime is a difficult thing to do. We all have things we're trying to get done. We all have things we need to get done. So I appreciate it whether you're sitting in the room with us or whether you're online and you've been participatory today. I appreciate all of that. Thanks, and we'll see you next time we get together.